Okay, so today we're going to take a look at this JOBY VTOL aircraft. I've seen a few aircraft like this lately, and they're quite interesting in how they take off, how they land, their range and stuff. This one on their website shows a small animation of it taking off from the downtown apartment and landing in JFK somewhere, so I thought we'd give that a go and see if we can do the same thing. Now this is only my second attempt at flying this craft, so it's probably not going to be great, but let's see how it goes. Turn the weather off. I'm going to be using a mix of mouse and keyboard and a controller as well, so bear in mind it might be a bit choppy here and there. I haven't got the best computer either. So here's the aircraft sitting on the pad. Very unique looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 propellers in a vertical fashion that can switch to horizontal after taking off and during flight and stuff as well. Very unique looking. Not seeing something like it. It is just like a miniature drone, but bigger. Let's have a look inside. So this is the cockpit view. Got a couple of screens up here. Control stick, throttle. Now the thing with this aircraft, I believe, is that it's going to be very good with automation. It's going to follow automatic flight paths. As you can see down here, you've got an automatic throttle as well. I don't really know how that works at the moment, but I'm sure if I had the manual, I'd understand it. A few of these buttons as well are inoperative at the moment. I'm unsure why. Perhaps that's because I'm on easy mode or something. Some barometric pressure stuff, yeah. You've got your horizon line, altitude meters, etc. Bird's eye view map, and a little screen down here which we can open. Oh, the sun is on the screen at the moment, that's unhelpful. We've got the aircraft hover controls, G's, acceleration, power down here, because this is an electric craft, obviously. It's running on batteries. We can charge that actually, which I can show you in a moment. Aircraft mode, it's in fly mode. You can switch it to load. I'm unsure what that does. Sim actions, here we go. We've got charger, which is now charging, as we can see here. Which is charging. And we can change the charge rate as well. I don't know how realistic this is, but I can put it on 32 times, and this is just zooming. Plenty of energy. So I doubt we need this much for this sort of flight over to JFK, but I figured I'll show you what it does. 100%. So now we can unplug that charger. Zoom back out. You have a screen down here as well for programming all your flights and stuff. You can see the traffic, weather, flight plan, choose a direct to destination. It's all touch screen as well, all modern, all easy to use, which is really cool. You can choose nearest airports. Take a look at the weather. This is too advanced for me. I'm just going to take a flight in it. But you know, it's all there, and I'm sure it's easy to understand if you know what you're doing. Now with this one, when I first took off, originally it was really hard to understand the VTOL mode. I think I've got my head around it now. So let's give it a go. Before I was just jamming on the throttle and it was just going forward. But it turns out once you are stationary, you can basically pull back on the throttle and that will engage hover mode, like this. And you pull back to rise, and you can push down to lower to descend. In this mode the throttle is set at 50%, which is quite interesting. And the more you raise it, the more you'll move forward, and the more you move it below 50%, you'll move backwards, which is a little bit hard to get your head around at first, but once you understand it, it's easy. So I'm in drone mode now, using the rudders to switch myself round, follow the flight path. We're up already. Now I've engaged full throttle, so we should now see these propellers heading into horizontal mode and taking us to flight form. Now, look at that. That was like 20 seconds. We're already beating the traffic. We are well ahead of them. We've come from our launch pad down there. We've crossed the bridge. We're on the way to JFK to get on our private plane. This thing has auto throttle, like I said. I haven't got it turned on at the moment actually. Perhaps I should enable that. Let's take a look. On. That might be a bit easier for when we land. I've got the flight path on here. We can turn that off if we need to for a better view. This cool craft. Look at this. This is nice. Cruising. Carries 4 passengers also. All this traffic we're beating. Tons and tons of road. We're skipping right over it. Some passenger seats in the back there. The VIPs. This is just such a cool idea for an airplane / helicopter. I can really see this taking off. It's a very unique design. Now this journey's probably taking 45 minutes to an hour in a car, and we're doing it in like, what, 5-10 minutes? It's such a time saver. Now this is an intro. I do not know if this auto throttle is going to work, because it should have really kicked in by now, I believe, as we're quite close. So I'm gonna pull back on the throttle some and see what we can do here. I've just engaged propeller mode here, hoping to slow us down massively. Banking in, It should bring us into drone mode very quickly actually, and then I can just apply power. Drone mode, see? Now that was very dicey. However, moving backwards slightly because, as I said previously, when I jammed that into drone mode, it set the throttle to 0%, which would be heading backwards in drone mode, so I'm just slightly tapping it above 50% to engage the forward motion. Descending slowly, knocking off the throttle. There we go, and then we can bring it down. Those propellers would normally auto disengage also. I must have messed up that slightly, but there you go, they stop. I'm here on the pad. That was a very short journey. Inside the cockpit, look at that, 11% charge we used. No need to really prop it up to 100%. That was a short journey. Didn't use much battery. However, if we want to, we can recharge it. See that charger. But yeah, very interesting craft. Looking forward to seeing what happens in the future with it.